I'll do my laundry when I get home. No, my underwear has my name written in the tags. You were the one that put it there. I wish the Scooby-Doo one still fit. I love those things. Hey, Mom, I gotta go. I love you. Yeah, love you. Hi, and welcome to the Reach Workcamp Safety Network, where your safety is our primary concern. I'm your host, Dan Rather Not. Our first story this morning involves previous Reach Workcampers who were flown out to the Reach headquarters to discuss more ways to keep the worksite safe. Some of the suggestions that came out of this meeting included using the proper tool for the proper job, always have adult supervision when using power tools, and to consult your troubleshooter if you ever need advice. But I feel that the top suggestion coming out of this meeting for keeping work campers safe: inflatable hammers. The Safety Network realizes its obligation to present opposing viewpoints to our editorials. Last week we featured an editorial about keeping our worksite safe and free from violence. Here with an editorial reply is Betty Blotz.
Now, what's all this fuss I keep hearing about violence at the worksite? I mean, why doesn't the Reach staff want violence at the worksite? This upsets me. I mean, if the violence are only used inside the school, well, the homeowners, they won't be able to gain any music appreciation. You know, they'll be ending up listening to those guitars and bongo drums and, you know, that rap music and this stuff they call rock and roll, and they won't drink their milk. And you know, I just think that there should be more violence at the worksite and less radios.
Betty, that editorial was about violence at the work sites, not violins.
Oh, well, that's different. I think work sites should be safe. Never mind.
Well, thank you very much, Betty. One of the safety points that we always like to emphasize here at the Reach Workcamp Safety Network is to always wear gloves when using roof cement or aluminum roof coat. For a demonstration of this is Rusty Nail.
You know, one of the most important tools a person can have when they're working with aluminum roof coat is your gloves. Your gloves are going to protect you from the aluminum roof coat or the roof tar, whatever you may be working with on a roof. And what you want to do is make sure they're all secure and they're safe and sound. You got your aluminum roof coat here. What you're going to do is get in there and stir it up. And I'm going to show you what that's all about here. Oh, you got to dig down deep and start moving it around. Get it all stirred up just like that so it's like a liquid form. And then you want to get the most of it off of you there. Get your broom handle. Then you're going to be ready to start moving your aluminum roof coat all around in an evenly manner.
Rusty, aren't you supposed to use the broom to get the roof coat out of the bucket?
Well, Dan, then what would the gloves be good for?
The gloves are only for accidental spillage.
Well, Dan, I guess I better clean my gloves off so I can use this broom here and start to get things done around here. Woo! Sure is hot around here. Whoa. Well, Dan, back to you.
Well, thanks, Rusty. And when you come back to the school, be sure to check in at the tool room, as they always have plenty of good stuff to get that aluminum roof coat off your hands. Researchers at the Eye Institute of America have just released their recent studies that getting sharp objects in your eyes really can lead to loss of vision and severe, intense, life-altering pain. So be sure to wear your safety goggles whenever scraping paint or using power tools. And now for a different perspective on this safety tip. So be sure to wear your safety goggles when scraping paint and using power tools. And now here from his recent trip to Reach Workcamp is the Safety Network's very own Cajun Man.
Salutations!
Hey, Cajun Man, what's this odor coming from you?
Onion.
Okay, Cajun Man, so I hear you go to a Reach Workcamp every single year.
Tradition.
You know, certainly looks like you've been spending a lot of time outside lately.
Suntan lotion.
You know, you better be careful out there. It sure can get hot.
Heat exhaustion.
Looks like you're staying in shape, though, with all the work you're doing.
Definition.
But how do you stay so slim?
Metabolism.
Cajun Man.
Liposuction.
So, what type of stuff do you do while you're out of Reach Workcamp?
Construction.
Are you scared when you're working up high on the roofs?
Caution.
How do you keep yourself safe?
Tie ropes on.
You know, I did hear, though, that you fell off the roof once.
Concussion.
What happened?
Hallucination.
Did you see anything?
Hillary Clinton.
So, while you're up on the roof, is it just okay to throw things down below?
Rule violation.
How do you make sure that no one is down there?
Communication.
What's the story about you throwing a hammer off the roof and it hit someone in the head?
He no pay attention.
What happened to him?
Hospitalization.
So, how are you sure that you'll finish all your projects by Friday?
No procrastination.
So, overall, are you pleased with your experience at a Reach Workcamp?
Oh, satisfaction.
Well, Cajun Man, I thank you very much for accepting my invitation.
No problem.
Now we have a live report on the Reach Workcamp's job site with our insect reporter, Busy Bee.
Worky work, Busy Bee here at Crew 33's house. These silly kids are out here working in the hot sun, making all this noise and disturbing my nest. The funny thing is, they've been wasting all their wasp spray all week long and now they're almost out. It's time for me to swoop down and show them who's boss. This looks like a good one. Ha! That'll teach them to waste their wasp spray. They need to know that it's easy for us to dodge the wasp spray while we're flying around. All they would have to do is wait until we land, or spray on this, and we'd be in big trouble. But anyway, my work here's done. Back to you, Dan Rather. Oh!
Looks like we won't be hearing from Busy Bee in the near future. Hey, I bet you I know the last thing to go through his mind before he hit that windshield. His butt. And now, as a public service for our older generation of work campers that may be losing their hearing, I will read the following news story with the help of the headmaster of the New York School for Senior Citizens, Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones. Don't waste paint by painting each other.
Don't waste paint. Paint each other.
Absolutely no paint fights.
No fights.
Paint is expensive and should not be wasted.
Cost too much.
Thank you, Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.